everybody to April Anarchy 2017. Andy Kane, the voice of Elite British Wrestling at ringside, calling the action all evening, and it's an absolute pleasure as always to be here. Joined as always by my commentary partner, Mr. Matt Hatter. How are you, sir?
Pleasure is all yours, Andy Kane.
And what a way to start April Anarchy off, Matt. Dirtbag Dave Stewart versus Harry the Hangman Pierpoint.
Yeah, this is a rivalry that's been brewing for a while. Each of these men has been sticking his nose into the other's business. And this needs to be finished. It needs to end here and now. We need a decisive win in this match. One of these guys has got to get buried and one has got to go on to better things. And here's hoping it's Dirtbag that gets buried.
It's Dirtbag who goes on to better things.
No, gets buried.
Well, you know, I've got to say, if there's one guy that I think you should watch in 2017, it's Harry the Pierpoint, or Harry the Hangman Pierpoint.
Harry the Hangman Pierpoint. Wow.
I genuinely believe that whatever you decide to call him, this guy is a star in the making. This guy is going to be a future heavyweight champion. There is no doubt in my mind when I say that, Matt Hatter.
Yep, and hopefully he's about to start on the first step on the way to that predicted championship win by burying Dave Stewart 6 feet under.
And you know the thing is about Dave Stewart, he's a guy that should never be underestimated. We know that Dave is a fighter, he's a survivor, he's somebody who will do the absolute very best he can in any single match he's in. However, Harry Pierpoint is a heck of a challenge for anyone.
Indeed, this may well soon not be so much Dirtbag Dave Stewart as Bodybag Dave Stewart.
And you know, it's a fair point. Anything could happen right here at April Anarchy 2017. We could very much see Harry Pierpoint bury Dave Stewart. But I have to say, Matt, in my personal opinion, I think the veteran ways of Dave Stewart will come through in the end to be successful.
You better have some better veteran ways somewhere in there, Andy Kane, because he's getting it handed to him right now.
You know, when you look at Harry Pierpoint, you have to look at his tenacity. You have to look at, here's a guy who is yet to taste main events. Here's a guy who's yet to see his way to the top. But here's a guy who's hungry. Here's a guy who wants to be the reason that people are coming to the shows, wants to be the heavyweight champion of EBW.
I think he just wants to hurt people, Andy Kane. He enjoys it. Wow. That was brutal. That was absolutely cold-blooded and brutal.
Well, let me tell you something. I've got to be a little bit concerned about Dave Stewart right now, ladies and gentlemen. You know, if you're watching this at home on DVD, I've got to say that honestly, the impacts in the ring do not come across as clearly as they do here in person. We want each and every single one of you to come to one of our live shows and see the pain and see the trauma that these guys go through in order to bring you the best action in Elite British Wrestling.
I would encourage anyone to come out and see us at a live show to see Dirtbag Dave Stewart get beaten up. It is an experience that has to be experienced in the flesh.
I got to call you on this, Matt. I got to call you on this. Dave Stewart is a leader of Team Dirtbag. Team Dirtbag, one of the greatest factions ever when it comes to the great fans.
He's the only member of Team Dirtbag, apart from yourself, perhaps.
I'm more than truly
a member of Team Dirtbag. You were there at the last meeting of Team Dirtbag.
Absolutely.
Everyone there in a phone box.
And let me tell you something. The room that meeting was in.
That phone box
full.
it was in.
It was full. Yeah. You call it a phone box. I call it a meeting room.
Yeah.
Did smell a little bit of stale urine, a little bit, but it was
cubicle.
It was full. It was absolutely full to bursting. The meeting room was the annual general meeting of Team Dirtbag is still one of the proudest meetings of my life.
Wow,
and you know,
you need to get out more.
Right at the top of the agenda was what we can do as part of Team Dirtbag to further on Dave Stewart. And you must.
Where is he going? How further on will he be going?
Well, exactly. Isn't that the question?
He could go all the way to Chesterfield if he wants to. You know, John Field further on. Oh wow! Another swinging net breaker. This is incredible, Andy Kane.
Is that not the question that we all ask?
No, personally,
you're not asking the question.
I'm enthralled with this match. I'm enthralled with this match, Andy Kane. Look at that. Dave Stewart is being dominated by Harry Pierpoint. This is amazing.
But let me tell you something, Matt. Do not count out Dave Stewart just yet.
Well, unless he goes outside of the ring for 10.
It's fair point. Fair point. However, don't count him out spiritually yet.
Well, maybe he's going to give up the ghost. Look at him. Oh no, here we go. Look. Still some fight left in the old Dirtbag, yeah.
Dave fighting back with elbows and Harry Pierpoint with a clothesline but misses. Gets out of the way of Dave. Dave goes up. And it... Oh!
I love it, Andy Kane. I love it.
Beautiful.
Wow.
beautiful, stunning manoeuvre that Harry Pierpoint hit Dave Stewart with, and Dave Stewart's neck went straight over that top rope. He could be in real trouble right now, Matt.
I agree with the audience member. Finish him. Put him out of his misery.
You know, you're refereeing Neil Ayrton right there, and Neil Ayrton isn't just there to check on the welfare of our guys in the elite British wrestling, but he's also there, of course, to count that free count, to ask for that submission, and Dave Stewart may be wise now to give it up.
Yeah, I think in general in most of his matches, I think Dave Stewart would be wise to give it up. In this one in particular, I think there's not much left in the tank. Harry Pierpoint seems to be taking him apart piece by piece.
You know, I know that you don't appreciate the talent, the ability, the skill and the determination of Dirtbag Dave Stewart.
I don't appreciate things that aren't there, Andy Kay.
Well, you're, of course, entitled to your opinion, and I might agree with you, but if I did, we'd both be wrong.
Well, you know, Andy Kay.
You know, I believe that Dirtbag Dave Stewart still has the fight left in him, but that manoeuvre there, ladies and gentlemen, may have brought the last of that fight out.
No!
Let me tell you something, Matt. I honestly believe if Harry Pierpoint had hooked the leg on that manoeuvre, hooked the leg on that pinfall, he would have been victorious right there. Is that a novice mistake on behalf of Harry Pierpoint?
Indeed.
You know, Harry's really got to focus with what he's doing now. Dirtbag fighting back, off the ropes. Oh! And Harry takes him down with a devastating shoulder barge.
Wow. Pierpoint hardly seems to move when he pulls off a move in the ring like that.
You know, if you look at the torso of Dirtbag Dave Stewart, you can see him gasping for breath.
Here we go. Setting him up for his finishing move, the Hangman's Noose. No! Cuts on. Wow.
Dave counters, and what a phenomenal counter that is, ladies and gentlemen. Harry Pierpoint could, for the first time, I believe, in this match, be in real trouble right now.
Yeah. Pierpoint's been dominant thus far, but that move of desperation has turned things around. Both men are now struggling to get back to their feet, and Neil Ayrton at flying the 10 count.
Phenomenal crowd here on hand at EBW Queen's Road, April Anarchy 2017, and I would say all of this audience are on the side quite firmly of Dirtbag Dave Stewart.
Well, the fans will clap their flippers together for Dave Stewart. You know, I think they identify with him. You know,
Dave Stewart quite possibly the best fists in elite British wrestling. Elbow to the top of Harry Pierpoint, and he runs into him right in the corner, and going yet again. Somersault splash, Harry Pierpoint down, Dave Stewart on top. This could be it, ladies and gentlemen.
No,
and incredibly, just a 2. I thought that was it, Matt. I genuinely thought that was it.
That was very close, Andy Kane. Pierpoint had the wherewithal to grab that bottom rope and break the count. Neil Ayrton, skilled enough, experienced enough referee to spot it happening.
You know, and that shows as well the determination in Harry Pierpoint. And I want to take nothing away, but Dave goes for the sweet shin music. Belly to back suplex.
Okay, that was fantastic.
Harry Pierpoint incredibly not affected, it seemed, by that sweet shin music of Dave Stewart. And right out, incredibly Dave Stewart out on 2.
Dave Stewart's carcass has some life left in it.
And I've got to ask, was that Dave kicking out, or was that just natural reaction? Was that
just some kind of last spasm gasp, Andy Kane?
Your referee Neil Ayrton needs to really step up again now. Harry Pierpoint with his noose, that's not right.
Putting it round the neck of Dave Stewart.
And this has got to be stopped. That's incredibly dangerous. So dangerous.
Neil Ayrton asserting himself there.
Neil taking the noose off Dave.
Cutter
there. With an RKO.
Now Neil Ayrton caught off his guard there. Needs to get into that ring to count this pinfall.
This could be it, Matt.
No. Denied by Neil Ayrton's own officiating. Wow.
I genuinely believe that that could have been it. Had Neil just been there a little bit quicker. Dirtbag Dave Stewart clearly disappointed by that decision, but of course Neil can't be everywhere at once. He can only do the best he can.
Oh my God! Whoa!
Incredible!
Christ, Eddie Kane.
Body slam by Harry Pierpoint. Dave Stewart must have nothing left at this stage. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that's all she wrote. I don't see how Dave Stewart can possibly recover.
Oh wow! It needs that choking submission hold.
beautiful, beautiful submission. But ladies and gentlemen, I don't even know what to call it. But I can tell you this: what we can call it, I believe, right now is the end of the match. Neil already at 2, and at 3, we're done.
Your winner by knockout or
And your
submission.
winner, the hangman, Harry Clearpoint.
Dave clearly could have continued that. He absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, match 2 at April Anarchy 2017. It's the Monsters.
What do you think you're doing?
What did I say to you about you and talking and what I'd do if you opened your mouth again?
He's been opening it, yes.
Talking back to me.
No, talking to you.
On
Sorry.
the floor where you belong.
You can get up now, Andy. No. It's visions based on movements, Andy. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That was intense.
Okay. So yeah, April Anarchy 2017 fans. It's Matt, I don't know what to do.
I can say, Andy Kane, I think so long as you try not to make eye contact with him, you might be okay. Yeah. If everyone wants to know what's going on here, we've just had a visitation from the Monsters, from Sam the Killer Kenny, and in particular the Man Mountain Jason Jacobs, who seems to take exception to Andy Kane repeatedly opening his mouth and issuing words. But we do have quite an incredible match taking place in the ring right now. We have on one side of the ring the rookie sensation team of Kyle Bradders and James Bacon facing, some might say, the Mitts match, but I would personally say the dream team of Alan Kay of the Monsters and the Mean Machine Mark Sanders.
Matt, is it safe to come out yet?
I think it's probably safe to come out now, Andy.
Okay.
He's got his back turned to you. He seems to be more interested in the match at the moment.
Well, welcome to match 2 of April Anarchy 2017. Jason Jacobs, Sam the Killer Kenny, Ivy, and Alan Kay, of course, comprising the Monsters. And what, Matt, I've got to ask you this: what the hell is somebody like Mean Machine Mark Sanders doing with these guys? Honestly.
Starting. Time. My patience.
Okay.
We just had a second visitation from Jason Jacobs. Andy Kane is currently cowering behind his chair, and Jason Jacobs appears to be getting a lot of amusement out of thinking, oh my goodness, this is why Alan Kay would align himself with Mark Sanders. Look at Mark Sanders taking his frustration out on James Bacon. This guy, in the past couple of weeks and months, we have seen Mark Sanders feel a massive amount of frustration. Oh my God!
There's no doubt in my mind, Matt Hatter, that this very simply could be the match of the night here at April Anarchy 2017. Mean Machine Mark Sanders and Alan Kay versus James Bacon and Carl Bradders. What a tag!
Talking again, Andy Kane!
No, sir. No.
Are you talking now? You know what? You don't deserve a chair.
Wow. Andy Kane's chair has now been removed by Jason Jacobs, and he's kind of squatting on the floor, cowering behind the table here. Jason Jacobs took your chair, Andy. You gonna let him get away with that? Yeah. Wow. Let's give him back, Andy. There we go. Yep. It looks like commentary's mainly down to me for this match, folks. James Bacon has actually just hoisted Mean Machine Mark Sanders onto his shoulders. Mean Machine wisely taking a powder there, bailing out, but being reprimanded by Alan Kay. Wow.
Sort it out! Get back in there and do your job!
Bold of Alan Kay there. Taking his frustrations out on Mark Sanders, who now is in your chair as well. refusing to enter the ring. Wow. We apologise if commentary is somewhat broken down here, ladies and gentlemen. We have had several visitations to the commentary booth of Jason Jacobs. The visitation of the Jason Jacobs is quite an intimidating thing. Andy Kane has been deprived of his chair by Master Jacobs.
If anybody can hear me out there, I'd just like to say thanks. It's been a lovely career. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Matt, it's a 1L in Will and Testament or 2?
One.
Okay,
one, Andy.
just the one. Okay.
What was I going to say, Andy? Would you like roses or carnations for your funeral wreath?
I have no opinion, Matt. I have no opinion anymore. Both are equally fine.
My theory, Andy, is that they actually quite like you. This is how they show it. Whoa! This team is coming apart at the seams right in front of us.
Oh God, they're coming back.
Is he talking?
No, it's just an echo. It's a very persistent echo, Mr. Jacobs. I think you got away with it there, Andy.
Okay.
Andy Kane is now on his hands and knees under the table. Wow. Right, trying to commentate on this match is proving to be quite hard, ladies and gentlemen. It's chaotic, and we have had, like I said, several visitations of the Jacobs.
The lack of teamwork between Mean Machine Mark Sanders and Alan Kay is really quite telling. They do indeed make strange bedfellows.
This is not a team, Andy Kane. It's two disparate individuals who have a common goal, but they can't seem to get onto the same page here. Look, James Bacon is taking full advantage of this. Look at him. He's almost dominating Mark Sanders.
Why don't you tell me more about that common goal, Matt, while I just listen?
The common goal that guys have here is to take out this rookie sensation team. Kyle Bradders and James Bacon have shocked all the heads in this ring by taking victories from them. You know? Oh, Ivy, the equaliser, always for the Monsters.
It goes to show you.
Oh my God. It's like I said, this is the side of Mark Sanders that I love. This is what's been waiting to come out all this time, the frustration. Wow.
Beautiful boot by Mark Sanders onto James Bacon.
Whoa.
They, of course, had a one-on-one match the last time we were here at Queen's Road, and it's no easy feat for me to describe that match.
That match was incredible.
Very much James Bacon put up the very best fight he could, but Mark Sanders proved to be too much in the end.
You know this Bacon kid, Andy Kane, he's many things, he's just not kosher.
You know?
Whoa. Lovely.
Yeah, beautiful. Sorry. Sorry. I'm the fans. If I sound distracted, I apologise. I'm just keeping a very, very close eye on where the monsters are.
We kind of need a monster's hide, like bird watchers have, to watch birds from a distance.
Yes, I agree.
Something for you to hide behind, Andy, whilst you commentate on their matches.
And you know the thing is, the fact that there's so many of them, that makes me nervous.
Yeah. Well, it's more than there would be normally. Normally, when we see a tag team match, you know, there'll be two of the monsters at the ringside. Because Mark Sanders is tagging with Alan Kay. There are three of them.
And the look that Ivy gave me when she came out here tonight just told me that, oh my God, he's coming back.
Nope. Beat it out of them. Echo, Mr. Jacobs.
One more word, and I'll break every bone in your body. Every single one. Over the assets. I'll start with your toes, then your knees, and your fingers, one by one.
I'd help you, Andy, but I don't want them to. I'd help you, Andy, but I don't want them to think that I'm with you in any way or connected to you. Yeah. Wow. That was intense. That was really intense. pretty out here, Andy Kane. You may not be able to see as you're cowering under the table, fearing for your life, but this is actually a very, very explosive match.
This one's on you, Matt. You take it. I trust you to do this one.
Mark Sanders dealing a massive amount of punishment to James Bacon. Almost disdainful in his treatment of the young rookie. Tagging in Alan Kay. Kay looking resentful. Oh my God! Wow, James Bacon just bounced 4 feet off of the ring canvas, Andy Kane.
I mean, it's good to get your description of it, Matt, because I'm at it, so I can't see it.
Keep staring at the floor. Keep staring at the floor. Alan Kay now leg drop on the prone James Bacon. Wow. Kyle Bradders chomping at the bit on the apron, trying to get in there, wanting that tag. But James Bacon being taken apart systematically, one piece at a time by this amazing team of Alan Kay and the Mean Machine Mark Sanders. Wow. Goodness me. Wow. I remember once, Andy Kane, years ago, I saw a one-off tag team combination of the Ultimate Warrior and the Undertaker. This is similar in terms of explosive force. Kyle Bradders there in for the save. Wow, that would have been a 3, I'm sure, if Bradders hadn't got into the ring.
I just wish I could watch it, Matt. I just wish I could watch it.
Alan Kay tagging in Mark Sanders yet again as the beating continues on James Bacon. I would feel sorry for James Bacon if I were anybody else. But I kind of think he deserves this by getting into the ring with these two men. Oh wow, massive right hand there from the Mean Machine, and answer to 3 or 4 from James Bacon that didn't seem to stagger him. Bacon down to his feet with a second right hand. Wow. Neil Ayrton there, for some reason, abrading Mark Sanders for using a closed fist after James Bacon had used one himself. He might be safe now, Andy. He's round the other side of the ring. He can probably sit up a little bit.
Fans, I am still here. Again, I'd like to say thank you to EBW for the career I've had so far.
A massive swinging DDT there by James Bacon out of nowhere.
You know, that's the thing about James Bacon. Once you count him out, once you think he's done, he will come back with the resilience of 1,000 men.
Resilience of 1,000 men, wow. Can Mark Sanders stop him? He makes the tag to Alan Kay. Sanders pinning down James Bacon. No, he tags his one, he tags Bradders in. Bradders in for the first time in this match. Wow,
Bradders like a house of fire coming in from the ring apron.
A reversal there by Alan Kay. Oh, it doesn't help him. Cat's caught coming off the ropes by Bradders. Sanders in, kick to the midsection. Bradders, he's really punching above his weight here. Sanders misses into the corner. Bradders too fast for him. Now Bradders climbing the court turnbuckle pad. And he flies. Oh, beautiful high knee into Mark Sanders' face. Wow. The monsters at ringside freaking out, Andy Kane. Freaking out. You're not allowed to talk, so I have to say this for you. Good dog.
I'm not saying a word, sir. I'm not saying.
It's Echo.
Is it time to start breaking bones?
Would you believe it's ventriloquism? No.
Fingers, I said. Or did I say toes?
Normal commentary will now resume. We have had yet another visitation of the Jason Jacobs to the commentary booth. Andy Kane is currently 5 pounds lighter after that little encounter. Whoa! Alan Kay, while James Bacon dumped out of the ring by Mark Sanders there. Oh, Carl Bradders feeling the same treatment. Mean Machine Mark Sanders braiding Alan Kay, telling him to get up. Dragging both Bradders and Kay to their feet. What's Mark Sanders going to do here? Whoa!
We do always say, fans in EBW, that anything can happen and that accidents can happen as well, so I apologise for
beautiful shining
the
wizard there by Alan
I
Kay.
may have just had.
Mark Sanders dragging Kyle Bradders into the middle of the ring. What's he going to do here? Beautiful leg drop there by Mark Sanders, just taking his frustrations out on Bradders. Alan Kay in for the pin, like a hyena on strike. Bradders kicks out. Mark Sanders now losing his patience with Alan Kay, braiding him for not getting the pin there. Sam Kenny just coming over to make sure Andy Kane has not raised his head from underneath the table. Alan Kay now out to the apron. Mark Sanders taking over on Kyle Bradders. I believe now that Mark Sanders is going to try and show them. Oh, miscommunication there. Ivy grabbing the heel of Mark Sanders rather than Kyle Bradders. Oh dear. All three members of the Monsters at ringside now having to deal with the ire of Mark Sanders. You might be okay to come out now, Andy, because I think their attention is elsewhere.
Okay, good stuff. And, you know, my attention is elsewhere as well, fans. But what they've got to get their attention back on is the match that's taking place in the ring.
Mark Sanders walking away from ringside here, tearing the tape off of his wrist. Mark Sanders is leaving Alan Kay in the lurch.
Mean Machine is leaving the building, fans.
He's had enough. He's had enough. He's leaving Alan Kay.
He's quit on the Monsters.
Away from his tag team partner.
Mean Machine has always been his own man. He's going. He's seen enough. He's had enough.
Has left the ringside area.
Alan Kay could be in real trouble right now.
Oh!
Beautiful move from Carl Bradders on to Jason Jacobs.
Wow.
And Sam the Killer Kenny. And Jason, James Baker overall. It's over. So fans, match 3 here at April Anarchy 2017. Georgie Archer making an appearance here, completely unexpected.
Well, Alan Kay said, send someone out here, anyone out here who needs to make this right now. He got his request. They sent Georgie Archer out here for her rematch with Ivy from the last show at the Queen's Road Social Club. Ivy beat Georgie Archer with significant help from her Monsters teammates at ringside. We're going straight into the next match. Ivy not keen to tie up with Georgie at the start there.
And you know, fans, if you think the Monsters are insane, you should have seen Georgie Archer after the loss that she suffered to Ivy previously. I've never seen a woman so furious in my life.
Yeah, a woman scorned, Andy Kane, a woman scorned. But then again, there's Ivy as well. She's, by most definitions, I believe, a woman too. You know?
So to have Georgie Archer here is such a big deal for all of us at Elite British Wrestling. Ivy clearly was not expecting this. And right now, just look at Ivy. She must be... how do you prepare for something that you don't expect?
Well, Ivy bailing again, taking a powder out of the ring. Georgie Archer using Neil Ayrton to her own advantage, sending him after Alan Kay at ringside. She now has Ivy, rolls her back into the ring. Whoa, fending off Sam Kenny there.
Wow. Georgie Archer, one heck of a formidable force, and Ivy could be in real trouble. Very difficult to see from my vantage point. My hat's off. I'm the one I need to call the majority of the action. But a crossbody block from Georgie sends Ivy crashing down to the mat.
Georgie is hopefully not going to be taken in so easily by the distraction tactics of the Monsters this time round. She must have learnt a lesson from the last time she came out here to face Ivy. Whoa. Certainly seems to have Ivy's ring set well scouted, taking it down there. Right straight to the ring apron.
Ivy could be in real trouble now. Now, let's not forget the presence of the Monsters at ringside. But would they stoop as low as to hit a woman, Matt?
Yep. I reckon they'd hit an old man in a wheelchair, Andy Kay.
Yeah, the Monsters have no standards. They have no validity as far as I'm concerned. Yes, they're a threat here in EBW, but their behaviour is just appalling.
Indeed, Andy Kane, as you can well see from your viewpoint under the table, the Monsters are ruthless and will stop at nothing to protect their interests. Ivy again taken down to the mat, and another submission hold applied by Georgie Archer.
And a beautiful bow and arrow submission hold from Georgie Archer.
Yeah.
Dragging Ivy up. Ivy staring at the lights now. And your referee Neil right on top. But how does one man control four?
Monsters invading the ring here. That may have been a submission. Now freeing Ivy from Georgie Archer's submission hold. Wow.
As I say, how does one man control it?
One man cannot control a match involving more than two of the monsters, Andy Kane. It's a physical impossibility.
Fans, I apologise if my commentary stops halfway through a sentence, but just look at Jason Jacobs. I'm sorry, just look at it.
All we can hope, Andy Kane, is that Jason Jacobs has more to concern himself in the ring than harassing you. You know?
Yeah, I would certainly hope so. And he needs to keep a very, very close eye on this match. Although Ivy clearly has the upper hand right now, that doesn't mean that it's going to be that way forever.
No. Ivy now being helped out to get back on top in this match by her teammates in the Monsters faction. You know, they are stalking ringside like caged animals. And Alan Kay has still not recovered from the loss he was inflicted on him by Mark Sanders, leaving him in the lurch.
You know, I don't think Alan Nee is affected so much physically by that loss, but mentally, what must that have done to him inside, Matt?
Mentally is a term I would use very, very freely to describe the Monsters, Andy Kane. Very freely indeed.
I would agree. I would say scary. I would say downright terrifying. Almost brown pants terrifying.
Yeah, they hit a brown note with you, I'm guessing.
Yes. And I apologise to everyone at ringside for the smell. That's the smell of fear.
You need to change your man pants, Andy. You need to change your man pants. Ivy now in firm control of Georgie Archer now. Snapping it down onto the ring apron. Driving the knee into the back. Spinal tap there. Beautifully done.
And you know, Georgie Archer grabbing that back, clearly showing the pain inflicted onto her by Ivy. And Ivy in firm control of this match at the moment.
Ivy is now, Georgie Archer is now back to a vertical base. She has some advantage in height and build over Ivy when she's on her feet.
From what I could see on my vantage point there, Matt, Ivy was clearly choking Georgie Archer, but don't think she's above that. Ivy will do that, and she understands that she's got a 5 count to break it, and she will take it to 4 9/10.
Ivy standing on the back of her opponent there, driving her feet, her other foot into the back of Georgie Archer's head. I admire Georgie Archer's courage in coming out here to face Ivy a second time, but I question her wisdom, Andy Kane.
Yeah, so do I. I mean, don't get me wrong, Georgie Archer is a phenomenal athlete, as is everybody here in Elite British Wrestling. However, how smart is it to take on Ivy with the monsters at ringside? Jason Jacobs, Sam McKelly, and Alan Kay, one of the most formidable forces we've ever seen here in EBW.
Wow, Alan Kay there, moving Ivy physically out of the way and holding Georgie Archer in the corner. Neil Ayrton needs to get on top of this. He needs to stop this from happening. And he's ejected from the ringside, Andy Kay. He's ejecting all 3 male members of the Monsters from ringside. This Jason Jacobs having a storming at ringside. Sam Kenny has picked up his baseball bat. This is not going down well with the Monsters.
And Matt, of course, I'm always ecstatic to see him ejected.
Storming out. Oh my God, Jason Jacobs is holding his head in that very worrying manner.
Matt, I'm always delighted to see the Monsters ejected from ringside.
Wow.
But you don't want to make them angry. Please, don't make them angry, please.
Meanwhile, in the ring, Ivy climbing up to second row. Whoa! Dragging Georgie Archer bodily over, going for the pin. The kick out there on 2 from Georgie Archer.
I believe it might be safe, Matt, now.
Yeah, I think it's safe now, Andy Kane.
But that doesn't mean they won't come back out here. Well, let's turn our attention to the match in the middle of the ring, Matt.
I will point out that even with the removal of her Monsters teammates from the ringside, there's been no lessening in the aggressiveness or vocality of Ivy in the ring.
You know, Ivy is what fans. Sorry, but what can you possibly say about what we've seen from the Monsters and what we've seen from Ivy today? But George is lining up for a devastating move.
Wow.
Both competitors down to the mat now, and your referee, of course, Neil Ayrton, has a count of 10. If neither competitor makes it back up, this match will be over.
It will be a double count out, okay? Neither of them wants it to end that way. I can guarantee you. Ivy now and Georgie both back to a vertical base, staggering into the respective corners. But it's Georgie that starts out the offensive again.
Georgie with a beautiful reverse elbow into Ivy there.
And a shoulder barge, using her superior physical size and power over Ivy here.
Georgie off the ropes. Ivy in real trouble right now, down to the mat. And Ivy really has to either get back into this match or she's going to be on the losing end.
Beautiful spear there.
I reckon that's all they wrote. A phenomenal victory here, fans, for Georgie Archer.
Georgie Archer!
I'm all alone in your heart.
Welcome back, fans, to April Anarchy 2017. Andy Kane and Matt Hatter at ringside to call what is destined to be perhaps a contender for the #1 match of the year. LJ Heron versus Paul Malin.
Last defense of this belt that I saw Paul Malin take on was against Dave DeVille, Andy Kane, and I thought that was a contender for match of the year. If this is going to shape up to match up to that, it could be the match of the decade.
I have to say this, fans, I have to declare an interest right now. Paul Malin, I believe, is one of the most underappreciated talents on the UK scene, and I genuinely believe that here's a guy who has so much potential, not just in terms of EBW, but in terms of the UK scene, the thriving UK scene as a whole, and internationally. Paul Malin, ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to call your EBW Catch Champion.
Andy Kane, I'll call you on that, and I will counter that not only is LJ Heron one of the best in the country, he is even more criminally overlooked than Paul Malin. Just because he has more charisma, because he has better abs, because he has a better moveset, because he's so naturally more charismatic. You know, people just don't like the fact that LJ Heron has got it all.
Well, you can say whatever you want, Mike.
I can say whatever I want, Andy Kane. It's a free country.
You can call it whichever way you see it.
I will.
Let me tell you how I see it, though. How I see it is that guy leading the brigade here today in this match with that armbar is Paul Malin.
Well,
Paul Malin is one of the best UK talents that's there right now.
I'm going to have to be Andy Kane. That is one of the things that the Elite British Wrestling Catch Championship, which I'm patting with my hand right now, is for. The World Championship, the Heavyweight Championship, represents a guy who's reached the pinnacle of his career in Elite British Wrestling. He's done it all and he's at the top of his game. The Catch Championship is the marker that says, watch this guy, he's something special. He may not have fully developed his potential right now, but soon he will amaze you. He will go to that next level.
Well, let's look at the last three, and in fact, the last two, and the current EBW Catch Champion. King Dangerous.
Amazing.
Dave DeVille.
Superb talent. Well, what can you say about Dave DeVille, Andy
Paul
Kane?
Malin.
Paul Malin, almost as good.
Those are not names, ladies and gentlemen, that are to be taken in any way lightly.
No.
They're not the kind of names that suggest to you, these are just regular indie guys. Those three guys, I would say, stand out a mile on the UK independent scene right now. Of course, King Dangerous, who we'll talk about perhaps later, taking LDN wrestling by storm. David DeVille, we all know what he's capable of, we've all seen it. And the guy there, Paul Malin, to me, I can see this title reign going a year, 2 years, 3 years, maybe longer.
Well, I don't know, Andy Kane. I wouldn't be so optimistic with him in there with LJ Heron. If you look at this belt, its pedigree is real, Andy Kane. Its pedigree is up there with our heavyweight title, because almost everyone who's gone on to become heavyweight champion has at some time worn this belt.
You know, I'm going to be a little bit controversial here, Matt. Going to be a little bit controversial. I would say to the guys who are trying to work their way up the EBW roster, the Catch Championship may be the most valuable of all to them. It gets the spotlight on them, it gets them the attention that they so desperately crave, and it gets them that opportunity, and that is what EBW is all about.
Oh my God, look at that! Andy Kane, did you see that?
Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Out of the ropes by dragging his feet. I've never, ever seen that before in my life.
This is what I mean about Paul Malin, Matt.
Wow.
I've seen many guys dragged out of the corner. I've never seen them dragged into a perfect powerbomb position.
Don't misunderstand me, Andy Kane. I have no personal problem with Paul Malin as a wrestler. I have no problem with him as an individual. I just like LJ Herron more.
And I have a wholesome respect for LJ Herron. I'm taking nothing away from LJ at all. He is a phenomenal athlete. What I'm saying to you, though, Matt, and I'm asking you to understand, is LJ Herron is no Paul Malin.
Paul Malin is no LJ Herron. Right back at you, NDK. These guys are different. They're unique. They each bring their own strengths to the ring. So people say that Paul Malin has the heart, and they might call LJ Herron arrogant. I would say he has confidence. He knows his abilities.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And LJ is LJ's biggest fan. There is no doubt about that.
Indeed.
But
he'll tell you how great he is, Andy Kane. Just ask him.
Arrogance can only take you so far.
Indeed. And then he'll just have to, after his arrogance has been exhausted, he'll have to fall back on his amazing athleticism, his brilliant conditioning, his natural talent, and his huge ring set and ring knowledge.
I was about to say that Paul Malin was incredibly lucky to be at the referee's count, coming in at 9 as he did. But how lucky can you be when you walk straight into the uppercut and the moves that LJ Herron is administering on Paul Malin here at April Anarchy?
If it was a lesser man, Andy Kane, this had been over by now. This would have been over.
I genuinely believe that. I genuinely believe that. For once, Matt Hatter, I will give you the full credit of saying you are absolutely correct.
For once, you will join me in being right.
Well, you know,
how does it feel, Andy Kane, to be in the rarefied air of being right on top of the mountain with me?
Well,
under the table, hiding from Jason Jacobs.
Well, it's not so much a mountain as a molehill to me. You know, but let's turn our attention back.
But it's my molehill, Kane. It's my molehill.
Well, you're entitled to it, and I don't think there's room for two people.
Whoa!
On top of your molehill.
Oh my God! Do you see the pain etched on LJ Herron's face?
I'll tell you what, there's not room for two people in as well, and that's the winner's purse.
No.
You know, and with a move like that, Paul Malin is showing just why he thoroughly deserves the victory that I genuinely believe he's going to eke out here tonight.
That has yet to be seen, Andy Kane. This match is far from over. Both men have got a lot more in the tank. These are professionals.
The referee Neil Etten needs to get on top of those closed fists from Paul Malin. That's conduct unbecoming of a champion. But LJ Herron now reversing the tide, moves Paul Malin back into the corner.
Wow.
And a superb, blistering forearm from LJ Herron.
Malin looks to be on Green Street, Andy Kane. You see the look on his face. He was seeing a canary sing.
If a picture could paint 1,000 words, then that expression from Paul Malin could paint 1,000,000.
Wow.
He was clearly realising just at that point that LJ Herron is not a force to be taken lightly.
You mix your metaphors like you mix your drinks, Andy Kane.
And you know, and I love those metaphors. I absolutely do. I like to think of them more as metaphors when I do them.
Metaphor only a mother could love.
LJ Herron with a beautiful reverse chinlock onto Paul Malin, who reverses forearm to LJ's face. Got to be really careful now, guys. Your referee Neil Etten in perfect position, and if he believes you're going too far, he won't hesitate to stop this match.
I think the closed fists you're seeing from Malin are an indicator, Andy Kane, of how seriously he's taking this match. Someone with the professional experience of Malin doesn't throw a closed fist unless he means to.
LJ in for a clothesline, misses, tries a second time and is unsuccessful, and a boot from Malin. Malin clearly powering up now.
Whoa!
And a reverse neck breaker. Beautiful move. Fans, you are not going to pin a wrestler of LJ Herron's talent with a move like that.
No.
But let me tell you something, it's always worth making the effort to try.
Indeed, it uses up a man's energy to kick out. It also saps his morale and his will to fight.
Paul Malin now with LJ Herron on the ropes needs to be really careful that your referee Neil Etten doesn't start counting that infamous 5 count.
Oh, no, rookie mistake there by LJ Herron, putting the head down. Malin saw it, had it scouted.
Beautiful reverse neck breaker, and I've got to applaud Paul Malin for having hooked the leg.
Indeed.
With a lesser man, that would have clearly been a free count. But that's not a lesser man. That's LJ Herron.
It seems a minor point, Andy Kane, but it is something that helps in the pinning move. There is no... When you see guys do things in this ring, there's nothing they do that doesn't have a reason behind it, doesn't have a rationale.
And you know, fans, it makes me proud to be part of Elite British Wrestling when I get to call action like this. Paul Malin up on the top.
Here? Whoa! Rolls him over. No.
LJ very lucky, in my opinion, Matt, to get out on just a 2 then.
Indeed, that was an incredibly canny move there by Paul Malin.
It was a perfect rollover from Paul. I've seen lesser men be pinned.
Heron now going up to the top rope.
And anytime those wrestlers go up to top rope, we know the action's going to go up a notch.
Oh, wow!
And a beautiful clothesline by LJ Heron off the top rope on Paul Malin, who could be in real trouble right now.
Wow, sit down slam there. Kick out on 2.
Gotta say, what an incredible job Neil Ayrton is doing in this match.
Now, Neil Ayrton has been on top of his game in this match. He's called this right down the middle. He hasn't fallen for any shenanigans, and he is keeping a clean house here.
Keeping up with both guys, and that's no easy feat. Both guys now back to their feet. Paul Malin with LJ on his shoulders. What's he going for? LJ escapes. Both men off the rope. And a beautiful spear from LJ, who hooks the leg in for the 2.
That spear came from deep down under Kane. That used every pound of LJ Heron's weight against Paul Malin.
LJ's frustration shining through now, fans, and who can blame him? With that spear, we were all convinced right here at Queen's Road that was going to be a 3.
Indeed.
Malin on his knees, LJ back to his feet, and Paul Malin up as well.
LJ Heron firing back with elbows there. Oh.
I do not know, Matt, how LJ Heron did not leave his feet with that brutality.
Wow. Little
Double down.
do-si-do partner there, and he came. Both men go down.
Double down, and this goes to show just how well these guys have scouted for each other.
Indeed, Andy Kane. Each one of these men will have been watching hours of tape of the other before this encounter. You know?
Whoever loses this match, ladies and gentlemen, has nothing to be ashamed of. However, only one person can win, and Paul Malin is up to his feet first. LJ now up into the ropes.
Rolls him up.
Neil with a 2 count.
Only just.
LJ
Again.
nearly pinned. Only a 2 by Paul.
Oh, crucifix.
And LJ had it perfectly hooked, but Paul Malin still out, showing that warrior spirit that he has.
Going for the backslide here. Who's going to get this move? Both fighting.
It could be either. It could be neither.
And it was. Whoa, flip over, sunset flip there. But Malin has it scouted, sits down.
Did you see the... Beautiful. Did you see the way, Matt? Did you see the way that Paul Malin grabbed the leg of LJ?
Yeah.
And your winner, the EBW&NCWA champion, Paul.
You said Andy Kane. It seems like a small thing, but I fully believe that was the difference. That hooked leg. That hooked the leg. That would have been a 2 count.
100%. Paul Malin deserves that victory here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But LJ Heron has got nothing to be ashamed of, and has shown himself to be perhaps the next EBW champion. I want to see a rematch, Matt. I want to see a rematch.
You know I want to see a rematch, Andy Kane. You know I love to see LJ Heron in a ring. I will admit I love to see Paul Malin in an EBW ring. They are both a treat to watch. Malin now appealing for a handshake to LJ Heron.
But will LJ accept it, or will LJ try some kind of underhanded deed, or will Paul Malin get the handshake that he's asking for now?
If he'd have shaken his hand, Andy Kane, he wouldn't have lessened my respect for LJ Heron. Neither does lessen my respect for him walking away. Oh dear. Oh dear. Malin did clash recently in North-upon-Dearne with Alan Kay for that Catch Championship. It was his first successful his second successful defence. This being his 3rd. Oh, LJ's back. Wow. LJ Heron making a stand next to Paul Malin. Wow.
What are we seeing here? Oh my God, that's phenomenal. Paul Malin, LJ Heron on the same page.
The Monsters wisely backing off here, taking their time.
Absolutely, the Monsters retreating, and who can blame them? Live to fight another day, guys.
Unified front being shown here by Paul Malin and LJ Heron. Wow. Monsters backing off. Here we go. This is going to be hellacious. This could be. Oh, look at that, King Dangerous.
Fans, welcome back to April Anarchy 2017. Kicking off the second half of a fatal four-way match. A phenomenal fatal four-way match, and we'll get to the competitors in just a moment. First of all, I'm Andy Kane, the voice of EBW, joined as always by my commentary partner, Mr. Matt Hatter. And it's our pleasure, our privilege, and our honour to welcome to ringside your guest commentator, Money Benjamin.
Thank you guys for having me here on commentary with you guys tonight. I can't wait to see what happens on tonight's show. But back to the fatal four-way action. It's been explosive so far.
Jeez. Now, let me say this. The four guys in the match.
King Dangerous,
we have Mikey Van Ryan. We have King Dangerous. We have DeVille. And we also have the one and only, returning from the States, Joseph Connors.
Exactly, yes. You just missed it there. King Dangerous took out the Earl, which may be a difference maker in this match already.
Now, I know how to
About difference makers. Did you just see that slam that Mikey Van Ryan dished out to Dave DeVille? Wow.
I know what a difference the Earl has made to the many matches that King Dangerous has been in. However, you're absolutely right, Money. If Earl is out, what kind of disadvantage will that place King Dangerous at?
Look already, this action is spilled over to the outside of the ring. Oh, trading chops now. Oh, I can tell you now, chops is not. Oh, wait, hold on a second.
Over the top.
Look at Mikey Van Ryan, the smart one moving out of the way.
Joseph exerting his dominance, but you're absolutely right. Michael is smart enough to move, and that shows the ring veteran skills of one and only Michael Van Ryan.
Exactly, I completely agree with you there.
Look at this, Van Ryan taking the time to use wild Connor's postures. Van Ryan is pressing his advantage with DeVille. Is that the difference here? Is that going to make the difference?
It could potentially make the difference, but this is still early stages. Neither competitor is even in the ring right now.
Joseph Connors threatening Bobby El-Shawar to stay back. Oh my huge kick.
He's kicking his face off.
This is the thing, fans, about EBW Live. You have to be here to experience the full effects of what we bring you with elite British
Joseph
wrestling.
Connors now adopting a jaunty trilby there. Whoa. New look for him, I believe. You know?
If you're watching this at home on DVD and you're joining us for the first time, or maybe you've joined us several times before, then welcome. It's a pleasure to have you here. But we want you to be here in future, here at Queen's Road, here at WAF, wherever we do the shows. Come and join us, because DVD only does half of the action.
Exactly, I couldn't agree with you more. And we can't even see what's going on right now.
You know, it's difficult for us to call what's happening out there at ringside, but we know what's happening is a war between...
I'm assuming someone just got slammed to the ground because the crowd's reaction then. It just exploded.
DeVille tying it up with Mikey Van Ryan and Joseph Connors and King Dangerous somewhere right at the very back. We wish we could call it, fans. We are as lost as you are if you're unable to see what's
I'm going to
happening
assume
right
by the level of bias the crowd is showing that Joseph Connors is somehow cheating to get an advantage over King Dangerous.
I wouldn't say cheating, using. Well, look at it, it's a no disqualification match, so using the outside environment to Joseph Connors' advantage is completely legal, so I wouldn't class it as cheating.
You're refereeing the elite and the best referee we have in EBW, but even he cannot get the wrestlers back in the ring.
Well, at the moment he's being distracted by the Earl.
Oh, Dave
I
DeVille
would not want to be the elite right now, and I certainly would not want to be any of the five guys outside the ring. And I say five because we can never forget
like we
about
are.
Bob the Earl Shawar.
Oh, that Connors moves out of the way.
Oh, wow. Finally back in the ring here. Connor's showing the ring smarts that take him all the way
It's going to be over right now.
I have to believe that had he hooked the legs with his feet, sorry, the shoulder, sorry, there's so much action.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, my God.
It could be over. No, Joseph Connors so close.
Dave DeVille from the mean streets of Oxford. He's too tough to go down so easily.
Joseph Connors once again leaving the ring. All four guys on the outside now.
Listen, Andy, he said, have you ever been to Oxford?
Joseph hasn't been. Joseph
Oh my
hasn't
God!
been.
Oh! Oh no!
I was saying, Andy Kane, have you ever been to Oxford?
I've been
Tough town. You know, gangs of burly
Well, guys, hold on a second. Back in the action in the ring. King Dangerous with a drop kick taking down Mikey Van Ryan. The man you pick is on top right now in the center of this ring.
Let me tell you something, and let me answer that question about whether I've ever been to Oxford or not. Why would I ever want to go to Oxford if this is the kind of behaviour,
It's a
that
tough
Dave
town,
DeVille...
Andy Kane. Yeah, gangs of unruly, burly professors
Hold
on
on.
the street.
Look here.
forcing people to
Look
solve
here, got sights
latching
into it.
problems.
But look at this. King Dangerous going through a suplex on Mikey Van Riot. If anybody can lift him, it is King Dangerous.
One of the strongest men in the EBW is King Dangerous, but Mikey Van Riot is not going to
Oh, hold on a second, hold
We're
on.
getting a second here. Yes!
Oh! Did you feel the ground shake from the impact of that suplex? Whoa!
David DeVille and
That's
King
the first time
Dangerous.
Mikey said the ground moves in quite a while.
Oh!
Oh, King Dangerous though with the save, saving the match for
Exactly, remember, it's every man for himself, and a smart thing to do is to keep Joseph Connors out of the ring.
Let's never forget the history between King Dangerous and Dave DeVille as well. Dave DeVille beat King Dangerous for the Cats Championship.
No. Dave DeVille beat Mark Sanders. He did not pin King Dangerous.
Well, let me ask you this,
Neither of
Matt.
those men pinned King Dangerous.
Let me ask you this, who was the champion?
The what?
Who was the champion?
King Dangerous.
Who was the champion though? The King Dangerous? And who was the champion after the match?
It was Dave DeVille.
There you go, he beat King Dangerous.
Look at this, look at this scene right now. DeVille and King Dangerous are all over Mikey Van Riot.
They're all over him like a cheap suit. This cannot go on. These two guys have got to find a way.
Oh, hold on a second. Remember, it's every man for himself. But look on the outside, Joseph Connors is slowly getting into the ring. Oh, shoulder drop.
Some excellent
Oh, look at that! Sunset flip! Oh, whoa! German suplex! From Joseph Connors' momentum from the sunset flip! Wow!
You know, Money, I'm tempted to ask you, if you were in this match, how would you prepare? What would be your strategy? We're sure these guys are just trying to survive right now.
Exactly, they're trying to survive. Personally, I try and take out Joseph Connors at all.
Yeah,
He's the man with the most experience and the most to gain from this. You want to remove him from the occasion to eliminate the biggest threat.
Well, you know, if you eliminate him, is he allowed to rest at that point when he's outside the ring now? Is he resting? Is that wide to the guys?
Well, that's a good point. That's that veteran maneuver right there. Go out to the outside, gather your bearings, recover the breath, and get back in there, and potentially go in to win. Here's my pick to win.
Guys, the prize at stake here is the #1 contendership for the heavyweight championship. You know, you say, well, he has the most to gain. All of these guys have the exact same thing to gain. They will become the next guy to challenge Joey D. Or, let's not rule anything out, maybe Bubblegum.
I gotta say.
Oh, wait a
Connors
second.
versus Bubblegum for the EBW heavyweight
Connors is back in the ring. Oh, wow!
I gotta say that's a fair point.
Sounds
But
like
let's not count out Mikey
on.
Van Riot just yet.
An explosive clothesline from Connors, and now DeVille with a back body drop.
Look at the only man on his feet, DeVille, heading up to the top rope.
I think it's feeling a bit froggy.
Up with an uppercut with
saves
King
it out.
Dangerous. And now both men on that middle rope. King Dangerous, not quite there yet. He's
This
there
is
now.
dangerous. They call it high risk for a reason.
Here we go.
You've got this, King!
Oh no, Mikey Van Riot says otherwise. Oh dear.
Bob Neal showing
see what
Tower of Doom!
both men in serious trouble right now.
Oh my God!
Unbelievable action here at
Ask yourself, who got the worst of that though?
I'll tell you who got
Rolls
the best
him
of
up, rolls him
that.
up.
Not only Mikey Van Riot, but Joseph Connors. And that's why Joseph Connors...
Oh, hold on, roll up.
No, almost, but not quite. Connors there. Oh no!
Hold on a sec. Oh, general crossface!
Oh, the
We've
right
seen Mikey win many matches with this.
Could we even say Mikey go to the EBW Heavyweight Championship match?
Imagine such a thing as Mikey Van Riot being victorious in this match.
Oh, wait.
That's what you're likely to see.
Again, another crossface. And the Earl getting up on the apron now.
Well done, Earl.
Oh!
Mikey flooring Bob the Earl Schwab.
Oh, look at the
Oh,
strength!
my God.
Look at the strength!
Phenomenal strength.
Dave DeVille.
Phenomenal strength.
Emerald Fusion by David DeVille.
Wow.
DeVille over the top rope.
Hold on.
Joseph Connors now
Joseph
in
Connors
ring.
and the King left.
Oh. Iron Throne.
Oh, not quite. Joseph Connors trying to reverse.
No, Connors
Oh,
out.
look at this.
Clobbering forearms by
Joseph Connors successfully reversed.
Connors now has the King up. What's he going for? What the hell?
Oh, that's it. The DOD. The don't look down. It could be over.
Not if Dave DeVille's got anything to do with it.
Dave
Here we
DeVille
go.
miraculously
No.
back in the
Hold on a
ring.
second.
Connors.
It's over. Joseph Connors is going to the EBW Heavyweight Championship.
Joseph Connors is the #1
Oh, for God's sake, now you told me.
Yeah, exactly.
I just grabbed hold of it.
Yeah,
Hand
ring the bell,
sanitizer
ring the bell.
Ring the bell, ring the bell. That was my bad.
I'm a little bit concerned that I can't see Ivy and Alan Kay at ringside.
Well, solid John Green from Team GB and Sam Kenny from the Monsters are going to start this match for the EBW Tag Team Championships.
Not be a bigger contrast between two guys in terms of experience, in terms of attitude, in terms of ring style, and generally one being a nasty guy, and one being what you would call a nice guy, I suppose.
Well, you know, I believe in being admirable and being a role model. And Solid John Green is definitely both of those traits. He's admirable and he's a role model. As is the Olympian Gary Farmer.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Did they teach you to sit on the floor, or was that the Monsters?
Well, I didn't. I didn't.
So you're taking your cues from Jason Jacobs, so you think he's a role model too?
Why would I want a chair anyway? Chairs are overrated in my opinion.
Wasting firewood that could be burned.
I know my place.
Oh,
Wait, it's not taken down by John Green.
it's one thing you get.
Oh, look at that.
John Green, yeah.
Confidence.
Yeah. Well, you're going to see a lot of technical acumen from John Green. You know, the guy calls himself athletically unlimited. You know.
I'm gonna tell as athletically limitless.
Oh right.
Let me point out my hat.
I can't hear you down there.
Let me point out.
Normally, I'm used to you being on a level with me, and well, not really, obviously, not metaphorically. You're never on a level with me metaphorically.
Well, Matt Hatter, you're entitled to your opinion.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Money Benjamin,
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Let's just go back to the action in the ring, all right? So we've done John Green is, it's very technical, but Sam Kenny, I don't think this is his style. No. Sam Kenny's more of a brawler, smash mouth, hit first, ask questions later.
That's the problem with the Monsters. You see, you can take the offence to them. You can batter the guys, you can pin them, you can rug them around the ring. It only seems to make them angrier.
That's the problem with the Monsters. That's the only problem, is it?
Yeah.
I haven't got a chair.
Sorry to interrupt you, but who would want to anger the Monsters?
He does.
Why do you want to anger the
I don't want
Monsters?
to. I don't want to. I don't know what their issue
I
is.
think it's
I don't know.
I think it's a smell he gives off, a pheromone or something.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of tacky, like mustardy on the back of your throat. Yeah,
They say an audience can smell fear.
yeah. I think Jason Jacobs can. Mate.
It's
Well, I could smell last time he came round. I could definitely smell you then.
I'll tell you.
yeah.
Hit brown now.
I just stay down here.
Yeah, stay down there. We'll do the commentary for this match.
Oh, wow,
Sam Kenny looking
fighting back. No, no, says John Green. Not quite yet.
This is the thing where Sam Kenny won't, out wrestle Ben Green.
No, his only chance is to out-brutalise Ben Green, but Ben Green there almost seemingly having a bit of fun with Sam Kenny, saying, I'm not done with you yet, son.
But he's got to be careful. How much fun can you have until the Monsters
Yeah,
get really annoyed
that's the problem.
and then turn the tide of the match?
If you need me, I'm just down here.
We don't need you. It's all right.
Don't worry about it, Andy.
Oh, look at that!
We've seen this beautiful assisted assault before from John Green and Gary Farmer. Gary Farmer being launched by John Green, almost like like a trebuchet launching
Exactly.
the ball.
What a leg drop! I mean,
Wow.
oh, look at that! Solid, quite pardon the pun, but solid shots by Gary
Now, in
Farmer.
the past, we have pointed out that Gary Farmer having only one leg is not a hindrance for him as an athlete. He's never been impeded by having one leg.
Oh, hold on a second.
Whoa! He competes at the same level as all of the guys in there who have two legs. But the problem is like he wants to be treated as an equal here. The Monsters are going to have no problem doing that.
I think this is where originally the Monsters may have made a mistake. They probably took Gary Farmer quite lightly, thinking, because he's got one leg, he can't wrestle as good as a guy with two legs. And even though they weren't beat for the titles, they still underestimated the team of Team GB.
Here we go. Wow. Whoa! Look at that. Rolling senton there off of the top rope into the ring.
There's
never
a pin. Oh, only 2 count there.
Let's never
Sorry, Andy Kane, what are you saying?
Let's never forget. Let's
what?
let's never forget. I'm sorry, I forgot.
He's forgot what he's saying. Back to the action in the ring.
It takes a long time for the sound. Oh, this looks interesting.
This is a bit of maybe.
Sam Kenny hung out on the ropes.
Oh, look at that!
Beautiful leapfrog up the
Absolutely beautiful. Shades of the world's greatest tag team, Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin. Benjamin with that amazing tag team maneuver.
I don't think there is any team right now in EBW that is as adept at double teaming maneuvers as Gary Farmer and John Green.
No, I completely agree with you. They are so solid as a team. I keep saying solid. Pardon the pun.
Oh, make a way!
Oh dear. Oh, I felt it. Oh, ow.
Every man in the room just instinctively went for his groin.
Exactly.
Wow,
We all share the same pain.
My goodness.
Oh, hold on.
Gary Farmer now with Sam Kenny back up. Oh,
look at
swept
that.
out from under him by Sam Kenny.
And you know, I gotta say that the Monsters are a team that I believe could capitalise on the momentum that they've gained from previous events this evening. However, I've got to hope, for all the sake of EBW, that they are not successful in regaining the EBW Tag Team Championships.
Jason Jacobs now, the man mountain of the team, getting into the ring. He is a man who doesn't know his own strength. He really doesn't.
I mean, look how quick the Monsters have turned the tide of this match. This is exactly how the Monsters want it. The slow, methodical pace.
Slow and methodical is Jason Jacobs' mantra. He has amazing amounts of power. I've said before, I don't think this kid realises how strong he is, Money. I've seen him in there. It's like you can imagine the kid who gets the puppy at Christmas and crushes it because he wants to hold it so tightly.
Exactly. Look at what he's doing now. He's got Gary Farmer in a chokehold.
Yeah.
And the way he's squeezing him is exactly how you described it. Like a kid holding a teddy bear.
He's 10 years old at Christmas again. He's squeezing the puppy so tightly.
And only this time it's not a puppy he wants. It's the EBW
yeah,
Championships.
By the way, Gary, Money, if they do win, don't hold on to those belts.
I'm going to throw them as far to the ring as I can.
Throw them down under the table.
I may be an active competitor, but I don't want to mess with the Monsters.
What's going to be incredibly frustrating, guys, is we saw John Green stood on the ring apron, being unable to do anything right now.
Well, exactly, I completely agree, but I disagree with the tactic, from Jacob, because he just choked Gary Farmer in the corner ropes. The size of him, he doesn't need to do that.
I think the thing with Jason Jacobs is he reckons he's a member of the Monsters. He's huge. He can do what he wants, man.
And you know, it's good to see Jason Jacobs focusing on the match for once, instead of what happens at ringside, which is
instead of focusing on you.
Yeah, I don't know.
I agree, Andy. It's probably for the best.
I don't know what he wants from you.
Yeah. I don't want to have to scoop what's left of you into a sack and bury it.
Yeah, I can't be bothered with that.
There's a skip out back, so.
I think I saw one when I came into the building tonight.
But I don't think any of us want that, do we? I don't think any of us want Jason Jacobs to
have his way with you.
Oh, well, for lack of a better term, yes. We don't want that, do we?
I'm not possibly going to comment.
I'm not in favour of it.
But I'm actually really glad that you're out here, Money Benjamin, because I know that you'll defend me if they come over here, won't you? So that's good. Thank you.
Well, into the corner goes Gary Farmer.
Oh, I love how he left you hanging there, Andy. I love that.
And a double team maneuver.
Wow, straight back.
Oh, beautiful shining wizard in the corner there.
Needs the midsection up into the hands of Jason, waiting arms of Jason Jacobs.
Can you imagine what that feels like?
I wouldn't want to imagine what that feels like, Andy Kane.
Neither would I.
Wow.
Body slam into the senton. This could be it. What's Jacobs going to follow up with? A massive senton! This could be it!
Look at the smile on Jason Jacobs' face. Wow.
Jason Jacobs leaving his feet there, flying up into the air. Gary Farmer's coming here to the
Exactly, look at the resiliency of Gary Farmer kicking out after a senton, a leg drop, and another senton, and a splash.
Gary Farmer is a Paralympic athlete. He plays hockey. He plays numerous other sports. The one thing he isn't is a monster. He is not a psychopath. He is not a crazy man. He is not a wild-eyed lunatic like these two are.
Well, will that being able to think straight be the absolute advantage in this match?
I don't know, Andy Kane. I don't know. We're going to see, aren't we? So far, the main thing he needs to do, rather than thinking straight, is think about tagging in solid John Green.
Yes.
If this continues, he has not got a chance here.
Exactly. I bet the Monsters can actually taste the tag team championships. It's so close.
Wait
a minute. Oh, look at this.
He'll out to the side for a chat.
gentle conversation.
I don't mean that. I don't think it was a gentle conversation. He was completely bending the rules.
Bending but not breaking, Money. Bending but not breaking.
Yeah, not breaking because Jacobs had the referee and a gentle chat with him.
Whoa!
We missed that.
May have been a mistake there. May have been a mistake on the part of Sam Kenny.
See, what the Monsters don't want is for a fresh, solid John Green to come into this match. Oh, wait,
Here we go.
Oh, but
John Green, they're falling for the oldest trick in the tag team book.
Referee Neil Ayrton.
look at this. They're choking on life out Farmer.
The Monsters have cut this ring in two, and they're using Neil Ayrton to their own advantage.
Gary Farmer's
Can't
been in the ring
believe
for what, a good 7-10 minutes now, and taking pure abuse all that time.
it's such a strange sight for a young team like the Monsters to be using an experienced official. This
Sam Kenny. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful suplex. Cover.
Should have hooked the leg there. Should have hooked the leg. Rookie mistake.
I don't want to say it was a mistake by Sam Kenny. I'm just thinking it might be something that he perhaps wants to think about.
Areas of improvement.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
I get what you're saying, Andy Kane.
A deferred success. So, you know. Now, when you see he has him tied up in the middle of the ring. Is this more to mock John Green or to wear down Gary Farmer, or is it both?
It's a bit of both. You see, you got your opponent facing his tag team partner, and obviously, he wants to tag him in, but he actually can't. So, and with the chokehold, he is wearing him down. But at the same time, it could fire Gary Farmer like it has done now. He's created a bit of separation. The smart thing now to do is to tag in solid. Oh wait,
whoa!
But I guess that can't happen then, Mark.
Jacobs there being the equaliser, cutting off.
As much as I don't agree with the tactics, it was smart.
It's effective. It works.
You were talking about the smart thing to do, Money. I'm not sure that was particularly smart by Jason Jacobs, but it sure as hell was effective.
No fall boy.
Like I said earlier, they're going to do anything to get back the tag team championships. Oh, but look at this! Farmer with a shoulder tackle off the middle rope. Both men are down. What they do want now is for John Green to get the tag.
John Green comes in there with a head of fire.
Close Gary Farmer is to that corner. Look how close he is to making that tag.
He is so close. He is pretty much fingertips away.
Look at that, stretching out.
Okay, it's so close. Kenny makes the tag, and there comes John Green. Bam! Big line.
Some changes.
A second one. Ducks. Oh, lighting him up now. Oh, what a shot! But Jacobs is not coming down. He's still on his feet.
How the hell is he still standing?
How
the hell?
Still saying no, and then he goes down. Big man goes down.
This is not what the Monsters wanted.
No.
Wow! Big body slam to the big Jacobs. Wow!
Adrenaline making Solid John Green.
Looking for a German.
Mountains.
Looking for a German.
He's John.
Wow! Oh my God! I don't think Jason Jacobs knows what to do now.
And I think he might be safe to stand up now.
Oh, wait on. Here's another one. A German for Kenny.
Whoa! Jason Jacobs is rocked.
John Green saying, shall we give him another one?
Is this wise though? Because he managed. Oh no!
Olympic slam on Jason Jacobs.
No.
He's looking for.
No.
Jacobs denies him.
Mistake by Solid John Green.
Whoa!
Drop kick into
Gary
the corner.
Farmer tags himself in.
The vertical leap from Jason Jacobs to execute that drop. Oh, wait a second.
Bit of miscommunication here between Team GB.
This could cost.
Gary Farmer assuring him. Gary Farmer assuring Solid John Green that he's got this one covered.
Hold on a second. This might not be wise.
We're going more here. No, Jacobs playing possum. Oh, double underhooks.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on a second.
Gary Farmer in real trouble.
Oh my God.
Oh my God! It's got to be over. I better put his belts down.
Ladies and gentlemen, your new EBW Tag Team Champions.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, for you, Elite British Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the Monsters.
Well, if I'm going to have to make an observation, the Monsters are been together longer than Team GB. The mistake that Team GB made was having Gary Farmer back himself in and the Monsters capitalised on the
Gary Farmer there basically changing all John Green's tactics at the end of the match. At the very end of that critical point, he was taking advantage of, and he paid the price. And so did John Green.
John Green was the correct man in this match. The mistake was Gary Farmer tagging himself in, who was in this match already for about 7-8 minutes and was dominating this round. He's being shouted at again. He's being shouted at. You can get up now. Andy, you can get up now. Come on, Andy. Whoa! 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 Oh my God! Whoa!
Huh?
Did you see that, Andy?
What the? I was just coming out from under the desk.
John Green just woke up. Wow, John Green is awake.
Fans trying to take I'm speechless right now.
Gary Farmer took it upon himself.
What the hell did we just see?
He's got nobody to blame for this but himself.
How did I just see what I think I saw? Am I dreaming?
Wait, is this
Solid
over?
John Green with an Olympic slam on Gary Farmer.
A second.
Oh my God.
Solid John Green having a word with your referee Neil Etten, and maybe he's come to his
Hold on a
senses.
second. No.
Maybe he's come to his senses.
No.
Holy No!
Well, suck it, ref.
Solid John Green pushing your referee Neil Etten.
Oh, that's a nice way to talk about bubblegum. Apparently.
Isn't Danielle man enough for you?
You know, let me
Danielle is more man than probably both you two here.
Has he got bigger balls than he has?
Yeah, I think apparently Danielle's got big balls.
Here we go, Joey D, not messing about.
Let me tell you something about Bubble Bum, as I like to call him.
Bubble bum.
Bubble bum.
Let me tell you something about him.
Bubble bum.
How dare
Bubble bum.
How dare Bubble Bum?
He's got more balls than me.
Who the hell does Bubble Bum think he
Well,
is?
Bubblegum has just claimed that Joey D pulled his hair. My question is, what hair?
That's quite an achievement if he managed to pull Bubblegum's hair.
You don't, under any circumstances, take what isn't yours. And what isn't Bubble Bum's right now is the EBW Heavyweight Championship. What the hell does he think he's doing?
Well, it's time for Joey D to stand up, Andy Kane. You know, he allowed Bubblegum to take his title from him in War. And now he has the chance to take it back here in Queen's Road in Sheffield. Are you going to do it?
I protest at what you're saying, Matt Hatter. He didn't allow him. He didn't have a choice. Bubble Bum stole that title.
What did he do? Oh, okay then, Andy. You didn't have a choice. You know. You're saying Joey D is powerless? He's helpless?
And let me tell you something. When Bubble Bum comes out here and he's having fun at ringside, he's doing all that kind of shenanigans. Let me tell you something. To me, poppycock. Poppycock is what that is. It's nonsense. It's dressing. It's what it is. It's pure nonsense. Joey D is our heavyweight champion. Still is.
Whoa, hold on a second. There's a cat and mouse.
Whoa!
Drops the line.
Whoa! Protesting there at being manhandled, but I don't see what recompense he has there, you know.
Buddy Benjamin, let me ask you this.
Yeah?
If you were Joey D, or if you were Bubble Bum, how would you prepare for this match?
If I was Joey D, the first thing I would have come out and done, I would have ran to the ring and punched Bubblegum in the face for stealing my title. That's what I would have done, because he stole my belt.
That would have made sense.
Now, if I was Bubblegum, I'd carry on playing the mind games that he is doing right now.
But let me tell you this, Joey D is a phenomenal talent. Maybe he's playing the waiting game, and maybe he's wise to do that. Let Bubble Bum play his games. Let him do it.
Bubble Bum, Andy.
That's his name. That's his name. Well, you can say it's childish if you want, Matt Hatter. Personally, you're a poo-poo head.
Fair enough, Andy Kane. If that's the level you want to sink to, you know. I prefer to be a broadcast journalist.
And guess what? I'm just a rascal.
It's Bubblegum. He's right here next to us.
What are you saying about Bubble Bum?
Money Benjamin's taking a risk here wearing the hat and the shirt of Bubblegum that he brought out to ringside.
Wow.
I hope, well, I know you can defend yourself, Money Benjamin, but you might want to be careful because that's not just anyone's t-shirt you're wearing.
I'm sure I'll be fine. Because
I like the fact that maybe you and Bubblegum could team up in the future together.
Well, you see, I think I kind of differ because Bubblegum is a bad person. I'm never a good guy.
I think your hand hurts vicariously through.
I felt that, Andy Kane. I felt that.
Wobble, 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 ow.
Maybe you're experiencing Bubblegum's pain now because of his clothes.
I can feel that my hand. This is like a voodoo experience.
Maybe you want to be really careful, especially with Joey D capitalising as he is right now. Money Benjamin, you might want to be really careful because I'll be honest with you, I think Bubblegum is in for an arse kicking right now.
Bubblegum now clinging to referee Neil Anton's leg, asking for mercy. Joey D being forced out and he falls for it right to the eyes.
Beautiful dropkick by Bubblegum onto the head of Joey D. Are we doing selfies? Yay!
It was a surprise!
Oh!
You ruined it. You told everyone I'm doing a selfie.
We're doing selfies.
Andy.
I like selfies. I like them.
It's like King Dangerous's birthday all over again.
I like looking after myself.
Joey D now ringside. Bubblegum taking his time in the ring. I don't believe Bubblegum's even strapped his kick pads to the bottom of his shoes.
I don't think he has. But I think the problem with Bubblegum was that he underestimated Joey D.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think he realised how angry he managed to make Joey D simply by taking his property and waving it in his face.
He stole a man's belt. What more do you can
Beautiful kick from Bubblegum to the spine of Joey D. Joey D could be in real trouble now. Money Benjamin, please, will you stop taking photos?
Will you be quiet, Andy Kane?
Unbelievable. We've got a match that we need to focus on
take
here.
a photo of yourself. Take it out on him.
We've got a match going off in the middle of our ring and our guest commentator is more preoccupied with taking selfies of himself.
I haven't taken any selfies, Andy.
Well then I guess how would you take a selfie of someone else? I don't know. What I do know is that the match is happening in the middle of the ring. Money Benjamin, your attention please to Bubblegum versus Joey D.
Well, Bubblegum is sitting in the corner of the ring. What more do you want me to say? Wobble, wobble, wobble.
Wow, alright, almost on the count of 10 there. Bubblegum waiting while Joey D dives back into the ring.
You gotta look at the guy who's on his knees right now, Joey D. As a defending champion, that's a worrying predicament to be in.
It is. There's two ways to look at this. At first, Bubblegum, we could have said underestimated Joey D, or was Bubblegum in the mind of Joey D all this time, and this is Pamela all along?
You know, it's entirely possible it could be either way. However, what we know factually is that Bubblegum is having the upper hand on Joey D right now. Joey D has got to get back into this match.
Bubblegum knew what he was doing, Eddie Kane. He stole that belt to get Joey D's ire. And Joey D came out of here with a head of steam, thinking he was going to walk out here and teach Bubblegum a lesson. Who is teaching who a lesson?
You know, I saw Joey D backstage, and he was furious.
Well, forearm, hold on, guys. Joey D's coming back, forearm. A big kick to the gut. Bubblegum returns with a kick.
Oh, wow. Forearm to the face. Joey D is on Dream Street.
Look at the bridging technique, ladies and gentlemen, of Bubblegum.
Absolute bridging technique.
I'm not taking anything away from that guy. Phenomenal athlete, right?
Exactly.
Bubblegum up to the first.
Ow, I
felt that one.
Lovely.
And the fans.
You better hope your pecs are up to that. Sorry, your abdominals are up to that.
Yeah, well, I've got a Bubblegum shirt on, so my abdominals are amazing right now.
How can you prepare your abdominals for the full force of a human being? How can you do that?
You could start by having abdominals on.
Well,
that's a good place to start.
well, I have got abdominals. What I have is a 7-pack. I got a 6 with 1 over the top. That's what I got.
Okay.
I was gonna I was gonna give him a wet willy. Oh no.
Joey D fighting back. Joey D fighting.
Can we say Willy on PG?
Yeah, you can say Willie. You just can't say the other D word.
I got to ask
Joey D.
Yeah.
Are you surprised?
People find it offensive.
Are you surprised at Bubblegum? And are you surprised at Joey D fighting back?
No, Bubblegum is a very dirty human being.
Very dirty.
Yes.
You're the one wearing his clothes.
Well, it smells quite nice actually.
Well, that's part about it.
In terms of its antics and hold on a second.
I need from Joey D and a beautiful bulldog. Bubblegum for the first time in this match, ladies and gentlemen, could be in real trouble right now.
Indeed, on the cage. He's right down his back. Joey D pulling off the bulldog there. We need to ask who the numerous children at ringside are on the side of.
And you know who can blame them? I'm a Joey D fan. You should be a Joey D fan too, Matt.
Well, Andy, you do share a lot in terms of intellectually in common with small children.
You know, Joey D, phenomenal talent. Bubblegum taking nothing away from him. Both men down now. Your referee Neil Ayrton administering the count. If he gets to 10, this match is over and Joey D retains. Maybe it's worth Joey D making sure that Bubblegum stays down.
Indeed. Bubblegum first back to his feet, but he still seems groggy. Joey D firing back with a forearm.
Did you hear that?
It was blistering for
Whoa, Bubblegum missed him with the elbow.
Joey D, a beautiful clothesline. Forearms onto Bubblegum right now. And Bubblegum with a high kick out of the corner. Joey D reeling, but he moves out of the way at the last minute. And this is
Beautiful side slam from the second rope there. Wow.
Joey D in for the pin. Hook of the leg, Joey. Count it, ref.
No. Not in the...
Very close.
Close, but not quite.
Let me tell you, that is as close a free count as I have seen all evening.
Indeed.
And again, both men down. This shows the fatigue, the exhaustion, and the battle that both of these warriors have gone through here tonight at
It's conserve energy and play for the long game. They've both thrown themselves at each other. Everything they've got, straight away, smash mouth, you know? This is going to come down to who wants it more, who's got more in the tank.
You know, we've had a phenomenal show here at Anarchy.
Whoa!
Finish it off.
That could be the difference maker.
Wow!
That could be the difference maker right there.
How is Joey D still on one knee after that enziguri kick?
I think he's looking for the pedigree, maybe?
Could be.
Yeah, it is. He's calling for the pedigree.
It's done. As
the
far
only
as
thing
I'm
from
concerned,
Manchester that is.
if he hits this, it's done. Joey D in real trouble right now.
Roll up.
Wrestle! No, so close.
Oh, went for a super kick. Oh, roundhouse to the face.
Kick of his own.
Roundhouse for a pedigree of his own.
Oh, wait a second.
No, bash into Neil Ayrton. Referee down. Neil Ayrton is down.
Referee Neil Ayrton.
Come on.
She did.
Wow.
She
They
did.
killed Neil.
He's broken in half. Wobble. Why is this stupid crowd counting?
Because they're a
I
stupid
was turned
crowd.
heel in 2 seconds.
Bubblegum up. Joey D doesn't realise it. Bubblegum
Oh,
up.
Pele kick. Pedigree.
And pedigree. Here we go.
Boom, Joey
The
D
match
goes
is
down.
done.
We need another
1,
referee out here.
2, 3.
New champion right
There's
there.
no champ. There's
Right
no
there.
referee
New
here.
champion.
Bubblegum had Joey D pinned in all fairness.
If you're a referee, Neil Ayrton had been
back up
conscious.
north with a line of
Oh,
short.
whoa, hold on a second. Bubblegum's looking under the ring right now.
I don't think there's a referee under there, Bubblegum.
If you're a referee, Neil Ayrton had been conscious.
Wait. I think he's eyeing up the EBW championship.
Bubblegum's looking over.
Uh-oh. Do you expect anything less from Bubblegum?
How on earth can Joey D prepare for something that he doesn't know is coming? A pedigree and now a bell shot? No!
Oh no!
Yes!
Oh my god, it's going to be over. It's going to be over.
If Neil Ayrton
referee,
recovers
Neil
now,
Ayrton.
this is over.
It's over. It's
Brought back to
over.
life by Bubblegum.
New EBW champion.
There's a 1 count. There's a 2 count.
Oh my Slow count there. Slow count.
Wow! No.
The Neil Edson had been knocked out. He should have counted that.
It's never a slow count.
Oh, but Bubblegum just kicked Neil Edson in the back.
Unless Neil's
frustrations out on him.
It's never a slow count unless your referee is counting slower for one man than it was the other. And he didn't just then, he did
This
the
is
free
not
count in
right.
the best way he could.
See, Bubblegum just kicked a referee Neil Edson in the back. Now who's going to count? Oh wait, hold on. He just threw to you. They're saying because he's from Manchester, he's always cheating.
That's prejudice. That is prejudice, and I will not stand for it.
Well, the Sheffield crowd making their voice heard.
Yeah, there is only one. There is only.
Oh no! Oh, he's got the EBW Championship again.
It may be prejudice, but let's look at who stood in the corner and who's down on the mat.
There's only two things.
All that matters is the result.
Oh no!
Whoa. Joey D.
Massive super kick.
Joey has to capitalise.
Oh, wait a minute. He's going to use the EBW Championship.
He cheated, Andy Kane. He cheated.
No. He was leveling the playing field.
He used the
Bubblegum cheated.
He was leveling the playing field. Still your champion, ladies and gentlemen. Still your champion, Joey D.